It's common knowledge that the first and last version of just about any noteworthy vehicle is collectible, but when the C4 Corvette was finished in 1996, General Motors sent it out with a bang. Perhaps the most collectible of all are the 1996 Grand Sport convertibles, of which only 190 were built, and this one, with its red interior, is an even smaller fraction of those. For sure future value, it's hard to beat performance, looks, and rarity all wrapped up in a single fiberglass package. This one is beautifully preserved, with original paint throughout. Clearly owned by a true Corvette fan, every inch has been lovingly buffed, polished, and waxed on a regular basis, and the mileage it has accrued over the past 15 years scarcely adds up to more than 1,200 miles each summer. Perhaps the car's most memorable feature, however, are the two bright red hash marks on the driver's side front fender to pay tribute to the original 1963 Grand Sports, where the teams place 1, 2, or 3 stripes or tape stripes on the fender instead of numbers to identify the cars. The Grand Sport is much more than just a fancy paint job, and nowhere is that more apparent than under the hood, where the powerful LT4 small block was standard equipment. The final evolution of the original small block Chevy V8, it makes a respectable 330 horsepower and 340 pounds of torque, which were impressive numbers in 1996. It's also dressed in unique clothes, like the body, from the throttle body with special Grand Sport logos, to unique red spark plug wires with individually numbered cylinders, to the red intake manifold and Corvette logos on the plug covers. If you're going to build an extroverted car like this, you may as well go all out when you take it home. Of the 190 Grand Sport convertibles built, only 53 came with a bright red leather interior. Yes, it's flashy as hell, but there's nothing subtle about this car, and the red interior is a brilliant statement. Wonderfully preserved and showing no signs of sun damage or anything beyond age-appropriate wear, the interior is fully functional. Bright red and black door panels wrap into the dash, which remains almost perfectly preserved, and the Grand Sport embroidery on the seat headrest is still crisp and clear. The final piece of the Grand Sport equation is a bright white convertible top that stows quickly and easily behind the hard deck, leaving no trace behind. The Grand Sport is as close as I can possibly imagine to a sure thing in the collector car world today. In addition to their unique equipment and paint job, they also received sequential serial numbers, a policy which had been outlawed by GM following the ZR1. Yet powertrain engineer John Heinrichsey, the godfather of the Grand Sport, managed to force it through the system and create these unique cars. The rule of thumb in car collecting is that if it's special when it's new, it will be special in the future, and the Grand Sport certainly qualifies as such. This convertible is not only very rare, but exceptionally well preserved. Pick this one up today, because in 5 years, this price is going to seem like a complete bargain.